Hi, welcome back to the channel. I just thought I'd give you a bit of an update on how things are going now that we've got the sunny weather. Everyone seems to like it, so let's. So under here I stuck a row in a Kelvedon Wonder Peas, netted them up because I'm definitely convinced the pigeons, and one of my neighbours said the squirrels are actually having a go at everything, and probably the rats as well. The 6 leeks that I managed to grow, I put along here. I've got 2, so I don't know if that's slugs, squirrels, pigeons, or what it is. The comfrey, that's really taken now, lots of new growth on there when I first put it in. The nasturtiums seem to be surviving, need to do a bit of weeding in there. The borage that I broadcast sowed, that's come up with 3 nice plants there. I think there's a couple of smaller ones, obviously some weeds there, but I was waiting till everything grew a bit, so it was hard to tell what the weeds were and what the borage was, but that's definitely borage, so that should do okay. These nasturtiums that have been in for weeks, they've yet to flower, but they're growing away, so hopefully we'll get flowers out of them soon. The onions that I found in the boot of the car, I planted them very late, they're ground. I'll probably put them into the polytunnel once we get closer to winter. Just leave them in there and see what happens with them. Well, brassicas, I'm really pleased with. So, as you can see, these are the ones that are surrounded with the coffee grounds. I've got a couple of cabbages there that are going good guns, and then behind them there's 3 purple sprouting broccoli. Again, I think that's a cabbage down in the corner there. Spring onions sprung up, excuse the pun. Beetroot's the same, all thanks to this warm weather. And the sweet corn that I planted a week or 2 ago, transplanted rather, that's definitely taken root because I can see a difference in the size of them. Again, thank you sunshine, you're doing wonders. These raspberries that were here when I took out of the plot, I don't know if you can see or not, but they seem to be yellow raspberries, which I didn't even know you could get unless they go red. Maybe somebody could comment below and put me right on that one, but I'll see what I can get out of them. I was thinking about taking them out. My onions, other than the bindweed attacking them all the time, they seem to be swelling up. Plenty of time for them. I noticed there was a couple of, that's a nasturtium, it's self-seeded, must have been in there before. Got a bit of bindweed in there to take out, but I'll do that in a minute. The lemon balm plant that I stuck in the bucket, that's definitely took. Got a few nasturtiums there that are in flower. Now the climbing beans, these are the ones that I'm convinced the pigeons did more damage to them than the slugs, because I've netted them up again because I've put another row in this side and they've started to show. They've had a bit of damage, but hopefully we'll get a last spot of growth here. These ones, as you can see, this one's coming up to here. Some other ones are starting to take shape. We've got a couple of tentacles there that hopefully will go up there. So if all else fails, hopefully these will go all the way out of the archway. Tomato plants I've got outside, they've all got new growth on them. So I'm ever hopeful for them. Plenty of flowers, no tomatoes forming yet, but in fairness, we're just getting the hot weather. Underneath here is some brassicas, cabbage, which got a bit of slug damage, but we'll see how they go. If they die, they die. Then my broad beans, don't want to pick them too soon. I want to let them thaw out as much as possible. So know the weekend coming, probably the following weekend, I'll start more bindweed. I'll start harvesting them. Bloody bindweeds everywhere. The Kelvedon wonders I've got here, I think I've had 3 attempts at these, but at last we've got a wee bit of a result. So just again, they're in pods, so they should fatten up. And Tokyo Cross, I've actually put a couple of them to see how they are. Never grown them before, never tasted them before. This cucumber plant, at one point was virtually dead. It's definitely made a comeback. The couple of spare tomato plants had nowhere else to put them, so I've got one there, it's looking alright, a bit of new growth. This one here, that's starting to flower up already, and it's not that tall. The stray broad bean, absolutely covered in black fly. I'm just letting that carry on and dry out for seeds for next year. The pods are reasonable, and hopefully there's always a few ladybirds buzzing around, so hopefully they'll take care of the black fly. The water lily is still growing in the pond. Carrots, I'm really happy with. Well, I'll see if when I harvest them if I'm still really happy with them, but yeah, they seem to have grew well in there. The dwarf French beans, they've just been absolutely destroyed with the slugs, so I'm probably going to leave this wee bed that I made. It was only like an experiment to see how it would go. Lettuce, I've already had 2 of this. That's the 3rd one, that big one. But I reckon I got a good lot with the other 2. We've got another 3. Still tiddlers, but they're growing. These are the Tokyo Cross turnips that I took out of that pot. So I'll give them a wee try, see what they're like, see what they taste like. The one lettuce that I transplanted into here, that's doing alright as well. Keeps out of the way of the slugs, up off the ground. A wee look in the polytunnel. So with a bit of backup sweet corn here. I'll put that in the not too distant future. It was only, just as I say, a wee bit of backup. And garlic's still drying. Not a great success this year, but I'll be better prepared for next season for garlic, because it's something that I use a lot. This pumpkin plant, I'm going to plant that where the sweet corn is. Hopefully help to keep the weeds down and just let it grow away underneath the sweet corn. And then tomato plants. Yeah, I'm pleased with these. Healthy looking plants. Flowers starting to come in them all. Load of flowers in that one. Yeah, they're all the same there. And a bit of leaf curl. I don't know, maybe somebody can comment, but is that due to lack of water? I've given them a good watering now. I think maybe that's what it was. Another wee cucumber that again I thought was dead. It's still growing. The mini cucumber there, I've had about 3 or 4 of that already. My best effort with the cucumbers is this fella here, and I've got him on this this net to climb up. Market More is the variety of the cucumber, which is the one I've got outside now. So seemingly, according to what I've read, you do a good harvest off of that. Got my tray of comfrey, spring onions and beetroot, no germination whatsoever, so I don't know if it was a bad batch of seeds or it was just the year. It was probably more than likely me. Still got a few bits to clear. I've got obviously that corner there, but that had compost heap before in it. So in all honesty, I'll probably just leave that as it is, and then when the winter comes and everything dies back, I'll smash into that. Same way over here, I've got sort of compost bin at the back there on a bit of plywood for compost, and I just sort of cleared a lot of the bindweed off the ground there and just threw down some carpet that I had just to suppress the weeds until I get into that. But as I say, we'll do that throughout the winter. This raised bed, that needs to be filled for next year, so I'm thinking hugelkultur, which I believe is sort of twigs that are semi-decomposed. The soil in it's just what I took out the buckets of potatoes I had, so there's some wood chips, so the ones I grew in wood chips, and then there's just normal compost that I've threw in there. So I've got a load of leaves. I'll be getting when the leaves come down, when the trees start to shed their leaves, so I'll fire them in there and all, mere topsoil, and that'll be all ready for next year. The rhubarb that I put in here, that didn't survive, but that's not a bad thing, because like I've done as I've went along, I've decided what I'm going to do, and then I keep changing my mind. So I'm going to put another bed probably down here somewhere, maybe another one of these raised ones, because I do think they help to keep the slugs away. I don't know if it's because it's the metal or what it is, but touch wood, that other one seems to have worked quite well. I think some of that's because it's metal, so that's going to be transformed into another small patch for growing. Now my peas, I think we've done them. So the adjoining allotment, as you can see, is growing weeds. So that's another video for another day, but as you can imagine, I'm fighting my weeds, which I've got sort of semi under control, and I've also got bindweed coming through for that side as well, and brambles etc., which is highly annoying, but what can you do? You've just got to soldier on. So anyway, I think that's enough for one night. I've got to go off here now and start doing a few wee jobs before I go up for my dinner. So I hope everybody's having a good gardening week, enjoying this beautiful weather. Make the most of it while it lasts, because as we all know, we don't get a lot of it, and it's been a long while coming. But according to the forecast, all bar next Wednesday, we should be good for the next 10 days. So happy gardening, people. I hope everybody's doing well. If you could subscribe, like, comment, share, it all helps with algorithms. I'd really appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything, just a quick click, and then if you want to see more updates, you'll get them. If you don't, at least you'll be helping my channel. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.